my lawyer came in and was like, hey, DA said she got a deal for you right now. I said, come on with it. What's she talking about? He said, hey, she'll let you sign for 28 right now. I said, 28 what? She's like, 28 years. I said, what have I done to deserve 28 years? I said, man, tell that lady we're going to the box. I said, we're going to the box. I said, go on. I said, get your 12. I said, we're going to the box before I sign for 28. Time went on.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it start off high. And what's crazy is you meet people in the system that's getting them same type of deals, and you meet dudes who take them. Like, I'm like, oh my God. He like, oh, I'm about to take this 20. I'm like, bro, I just saw a nigga get 7 years for what you just did. Like, wait. Like, just wait, bro, ride it out. You know, that fear they pump into you.
Fear and ignorance is
it's and they drill it. They drill it in you, bro. And if you, yeah, they and like it's written on paper in there. They passing it around, but if you not reading it, it's crazy. Like it's written on paper to keep you from getting bail. Like, do not give them bail. This is written, typed on paper. Do not give them bail. You have better chances of them telling on their friends. This is typed for them to read, to not give you bail, because you got a better chance of him copping to a higher sentence and telling on his friends, because you amongst a bunch of men who can't make decisions for themselves. So now you get caught up in a lot of wrong decisions. You hearing dudes taking 30s and 40s and 20s, like taking them on the chin like it's nothing. Your little 15, 17 starting to sound like nothing. It's really not sounding like nothing. My cellie just took 45. It's really, I've been in here 2 years. It's not that bad. It's not what they say on the streets. And that's what they want you to do. That's how they want you to believe. Oh, I'll just take the dub. Not me. We gonna ride this puppy all the way out. And that's what I did. I rode him.
So you just held out until they came with?
Yeah, I just kept holding. I mean, my case, they had it was a messed up case the way our case was. Like it was all built off wiretaps. So one of my co-defendants, the wiretaps that they had on him, they heard him getting washers and dryers, a truckload. So they figured, this coded language. So they was like, washers and dryers, oh my God, this is them. This is a truckload they getting. We got them. So they put the indictments out, rounded everybody up. As soon as the truckload backed up in there, they got that truck full of washers and dryers.
How about that?
So they was lost. So they had us. So now they didn't push this indictment too early. But it's still, the whole thing is, like my lawyer, he's like, man, this is the best thing ever. Like, they jumped the gun, they thought they had y'all. He's like, but somebody gonna tell. I'm like, hell no, not my crew. Like, not out of these niggas. My nigga, they start, but that's where you see 200 niggas get indicted. It's not 200 niggas who actually seen something.
Right.
Now you got 200 niggas on paper who just tell on somebody for anything. Because once the DA, they create their own story. It's not your story. No matter how true your story is, it's their story fixed up for your life. And what they do is they just pick people out of your circle who will talk. And they just say, hey, fill in the blanks on our story. And we'll sell this in court. Fuck what the truth is. But you don't learn that till you get behind that wall.
You might hear it, but you won't believe it.
You hear it, but in the heat of the moment, it's what it is. It's somebody talking. It's talk until that gate slam, and you talking about, hey, slide me a tray up under here, and it get real. That's when it get real. You like, oh, and that's when all them thoughts come back, like, oh, of what I shoulda, coulda, shoulda done.
I mean, that must be a motherfucker when you can think back to a point where you made a decision that wasn't based in ignorance. It's like, it wasn't like I didn't know better. I knew better. I just did what I did anyway, despite knowing better. That must be, I mean, it's a human condition, but under the circumstances where you find yourself incarcerated, it's a little heavier, I would say, right?
I hear what you're saying, but I kind of knew. Like we used to talk back in the day, nigga, like I was comfortable with it.
You were the only one that I felt really did that.
Yeah, I was comfortable. I knew it's too much.
I don't think anybody else really accepted the inevitability.
I mean, look how much dope we was moving, bro. Look what we was doing. Just look at it. You gotta know. They do movies about what we was doing.
That's right.
So there's a beginning and an ending to every story.
That's right.
Is it a happy ending? It's up to you. You know, you can jump out early, make it happy for yourself, or ride it out and see how happy it ends. I chose to ride it out.
And hold whatever came with it. And fortunately, it wasn't something unbearable. And how old were you?
30.
You were 30 when it happened. Comfortable. Why didn't you pray for forgiveness? Why didn't you pray for...
What am I asking forgiveness for?
Okay. Why didn't you pray for, you know, to be set free?
Set free from where?
From your incarceration?
I mean, it was gonna come. I mean, I knew nothing. I knew it wasn't a life sentence. So, whatever they was gonna give me, I was comfortable with. I mean, I was. You could say I was built for it. I was already prepared for it. We talked about it years before it happened. Like I was really deep down prepared for it. So you want to know what's crazy? I got my best sleep my first 2 weeks of prison.
Oh,
My first 2 weeks of getting locked up.
That's not uncommon at all.
First 2 weeks I slept, that's when I got, all that time it's like my body was running. I was on the run for years. My body's just constantly on the run.
Yeah, see, that's
but once they got me, it was like, I'm going to sleep.
people don't understand, bro. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah, it was a run.